And in London is Bénédicte Paviot. She joins me now. Bénédicte, what more can you tell us about what has happened?
Well, a tragedy, unfortunately, in the Channel. It happened in British waters, and these are migrants who were trying to cross, as thousands do every year, from the northern coasts of France to the southern coasts of the United Kingdom, and indeed to England. So British authorities were alerted to an incident in the Channel around 3 a.m. Local time. It would have been dark. The temperature of the water would have been absolutely freezing. But despite these wintry conditions, the thousands of people make or attempt to make this perilous journey. So at least 4 people have died, we understand, after this small boat carrying up to 50 migrants on board capsized in the English Channel off the coast of Kent. A major search and rescue operation is still underway. It will continue all day. It involves helicopters, lifeboats, and indeed this is a joint operation between the British and the French authorities. I understand the operation is still ongoing. It'll go on till night falls. 43 people were, in fact, rescued alive. Some 30 were pulled from the freezing waters, others from this perilous vessel. So British and French vessels are still there, and there still is a search and rescue mission. We know the reaction of the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, in the Commons expressed his sorrow at this tragic loss of human life. And as I said, the temperatures are absolutely freezing. It's been 0 most days this week. We've had snow. But despite this, the thousands of people still try and come. And all of this less than 24 hours after the Prime Minister had announced new tough measures and to bring in new laws to tackle illegal immigration. So a real tragedy at sea.
Indeed, Bénédicte, but it is important to emphasise that this is not the first time there's been a tragedy like this in the English Channel.
Indeed, it's almost, well, it's just over a year, in fact, since the worst ever Channel disaster with migrants at sea. It was just over a year ago, on the 24th of November, that 27 migrants lost their lives, another, therefore, disaster. The bodies were eventually found, all very, very sad. So far this year, that traffic of thousands of what are called illegal migrants here in the United Kingdom still continues. Nearly 45,000 of people have attempted and made successfully that journey across the Channel on these very small, often unseaworthy, overloaded, overcrowded, without life jackets. And it's really difficult to see how more tragedies won't happen. The year before, it was up to about 28,000 migrants. So we can see that that traffic is continuing. So the UK refugee charity called Refugee Action said that this tragedy was predictable and inevitable, and that more people would die trying to reach the United Kingdom if the British government does not create, they said, more routes for people to claim asylum. All of this as only just a few weeks ago, Britain and France signed a new deal to put more resources, policing, patrolling of the Channel, patrolling of those northern coasts of France, and trying to break and target those smugglers who are charging over £6,000 per person to make that perilous and at times deadly journey.
Bénédicte Paviot in London. Thanks very much indeed.